All right, next Reddit question. I got a tooth extracted yesterday and worried. This is from you, prestigious underscore promise 3. All right, I got my top back molar extracted on Friday, and I was drinking water and tasted blood, so I think the blood clot left. I seriously don't want dry socket, cryy face. But my dentist is closed Sunday, and if I get a dry socket, I'm scared. If I wait until Monday, it'll hurt very badly. Looks like there's a small amount of bone sticking out of the side, a whitish film covering up something really dark, and red gums. Do you all think it's going to turn into dry socket? And if you do, should I wait until Monday because pain likely won't set in that fast? Find a different dentist tomorrow, or not worry about it? Don't worry about it. Okay, you take out a tooth. It's going to hurt some, okay? How much it hurts is very variable. One, people feel pain differently. But two, it depends on how hard it was to get that tooth out and how much damage to the gums around the tooth needed to be done to get that tooth out. Sometimes a tooth will come out literally in like 2 minutes, okay? Other times it'll take like 45 minutes to an hour to get a tooth on rare occasions because the tooth was rotted. So when you try to grab rotted tooth, it breaks and a piece breaks off and you take the other piece and break. But regardless which one of those things happens, okay, when you first have it, it's normal to have little pain. The redness, the bleeding a little bit, the white stuff you see there, all of that is perfectly normal. People always don't know what it's supposed to look like when you take a tooth out, but it never looks great. And as it's healing, it goes through red, kind of white, and people will sometimes think the white is infection. It's usually not. It's just kind of what gums look like as they're healing, and it takes a while for them to get pink and normal looking and close up. So if you need a dry socket, which is really rare, okay? I can't even really remember the last dry socket. It's definitely been years in my office. Most commonly when you do have dry socket, it's on lower wisdom teeth that were underneath the bone, or very difficult to get out, and you're a smoker. Those are by far the most common. And even if you do have dry socket, it is not something you would be able to figure out or know within the first few days. It would probably be at least a week, okay? Because by a week, you should be feeling a lot better. In a week, you can kind of see if it's not healing properly, and then there's the potential it could be a dry socket. But if it's just a few days and you're worried about going in over the weekend, I would say do not worry, because you can't even tell if there's a dry socket. It is normal to have some pain after extraction, and you would not be able to tell if it's just normal pain or a dry socket. Dry socket is a socket that is not healing properly, okay? Dry socket is a hole where the tooth is, and it's supposed to have blood and a clot, and then the body starts this healing process. But sometimes, especially on smokers, it doesn't start that healing process properly. So you kind of have a hole there, and it's not really filling in properly. The bone's a little exposed, and it causes a lot of pain. But in a couple of days, I would not worry about it. Give it some time, take the painkillers, and see your dentist when he wants to see you, which, you can call him obviously, but usually, at least a week you want it, because before that, it could be some pain. All right, but don't worry, you're gonna be fine. Amazing thing about doing surgery in the mouth is it heals amazingly on almost everyone. All right, think one more thing. Think about this side. You take out a tooth is like that big, right? And if I had like a thing in my arm that was like this big, you'd be like, holy crap, I gotta get stitches and a tetanus shot and all these things. It might be surgery to reattach some ligaments or something. You have that in your mouth, which is like the dirtiest place in your whole body, maybe second dirtiest. And it just heals, it just closes, the body heals. It's amazing. It's a good thing about working as a dentist is the mouth heals very, very well and quickly. All right, Reddit question number something, done.